everybody, this is the astrology, brief astrology before the weekly readings for April 1st through the 7th. Okay, now there's only two things that's really happening this week. Okay, the first thing we have, Aries is in the sun. Okay, Aries is in the sun, which talks about new beginnings, and it talks about rebirth of things. Okay, there it is. So with these two cards falling out, I'm hearing that it has to do with rebirth of the heart. Okay, so opening up of emotions, lots of new relationships, not lots of new things that are happening are now going through the growth phase. Okay, so they're either going to grow or they're not going to grow. This is where they get stronger or they get weaker around this time. Okay, you're seeing the beauty in, it's like you're seeing the beauty in a situation, and you got that fire up under you right now when it comes to love this week. Okay, so the next thing that's happening is Mercury is in retrograde. So Mercury in retrograde means that there is, problems with communication. Same old. Okay, this actually is going on. Both of these transits are going on from this week to next week, actually. So they're both going to be the same. But with Mercury in retrograde, look at that. Look at that. It's going to feel like things are falling apart, okay? You're going to be focusing on the past, wishing that the past would come back or things would get better. But really, honestly and truly, it's about your confidence and self-esteem right now. I feel like things aren't actually as bad as you think they are. It just kind of feels that way because of Mercury being in retrograde and people not knowing how to communicate or people not knowing how to express themselves correctly, okay? So this is a good time in relationships or other situations in your life to build more friendships, okay? Those last longer. A good relationship built on friendship is the best relationship, right? So this is going to help you in the future get out of hard challenges and hard problems with each other because you're friends first before you're lovers. So during these next 2 weeks, be very, very patient with each other, okay? You're gonna have to be patient during this week. I know it doesn't feel like you want to, but there's a lot of patience here because people are doing a lot of rebuilding. Things are being broken down and you're developing things that are stronger, okay? So we're going to go into your readings for the week. This is, well, I'm going to put this video for both weeks because it's the same. So it'll be 1st through the 7th and the 8th through the 14th. I'll see you guys next week. I love you very much. Love and light. Bye-bye. Hello everybody. So I'm doing my readings a little differently. I'm going back to table readings for a while, switching some things up. I definitely released a video about all of that information so you know what's happening. But this is a weekly reading for April 1st through 7th. And this is for the element of water. So we're going to start with Cancer. Spirit, what do you have for Cancer? What would you like them to know, be aware of, or pay attention to at this time of April 1st through 7th for Cancer? 9 of Cups in reverse, Empress, 7 of Swords, Queen of Wands in reverse, 5 of Swords in reverse, excuse me, and the Chariot. 2 cards on the bottom of the deck. You have the 9 of Swords in reverse and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So with your overall energy, I feel as though you're worried about something, okay? You have a worry about the way things are going, or you did in the past. Now, moving forward, there's a new opportunity here, okay? Whether this be career, whether this be something more stable in your life, but I feel like you're starting to learn the lessons that's being brought to you, and it's opening up a part of your life. Like a ray of sunshine in a place where there was darkness type of feeling, okay? So you may feel as though you weren't getting what was due to you, okay? Or you were... This is what it feels like, guys. It feels as though you had something really good going, and then you took it for granted. That's what that feels like, okay? You weren't handling it correctly. It may have something to do with the Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, okay? But you weren't handling this situation to the best of your abilities, okay? There's a better way that you could go about handling the situation. This person may be angry or not nice to you, okay? And that's what was making it so hard. And maybe you went back into that, okay? But what happens is it didn't help you grow as a person. It wasn't your best abundant situation to be in. So it's time for you to face that, okay? Even though you tried, I feel like maybe there was a reversion, if that's a word. You reverted back. So it's time for you to make the changes that you want in your life so you can be abundant. So you can have beauty and support within your life. You do have that opportunity, okay? You can't be your own worst enemy though, okay? You have to stop being your own worst enemy and see where it is that you are allowing this to take place in your life when you have this opportunity for abundance. You have this opportunity for, you know, to feel safe and happy where you are, to be in a position of growth and support, okay? Because it looks like by being your own worst enemy, you're not in the direction that you should be going in, most definitely. So you have to stop being your own worst enemy, and you have to make these changes. You can't just let things pass by or let someone else handle it, or only think of how you feel right now at that moment. You have to think further, okay? So it looks like this week what happened was you walked back into something. Okay, it looks like you maybe had a different thought process about it, or you walked away from it and you decided to go back into it, okay? But the thing is, you're focusing more on yourself now, okay? So you're seeing what the problem is with this particular person, or not feeling good or supported in where you are. And now you want to go towards a space of more abundance and happiness and joy, okay? So you have the opportunity to be happy. You have the opportunity to have new beginnings with the Sun card. You have this opportunity. You can do this, okay? Now, but you have to stop being your own worst enemy. It's like, instead of trying to get away with the thoughts of staying within this situation, you need to get away with the thoughts of getting out of it, okay? It's like, how can I sneak out of this, okay? You're not going in the direction that you really want to go in, and it's keeping you in this stagnant space that's not really helping you. You're keeping yourself there. So if you see here, you have the opportunity for happiness. You have the opportunity to get out of depression or sadness or anxiety. You also may be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn as well, that you see an opportunity with as well, that can make you happy, okay? So I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, Cancers. You have energy work. Oh, so perfect for you. It says life can be electrifying because its very essence is energy. Your body is a remarkable energy field that will positively bring you loving treatments. Your hands, your heart and heart are activated to give healing energy to your loved ones and clients. And what I'm getting with this card is it's time for you to do some energy work on yourself, okay? It's time for you to readjust your energies towards going the path that you need to go in, because this Chariot is in reverse, meaning that you're walking away from your new beginnings. Why? Because you're stuck, okay? You're mentally stuck, okay? So that's what you need to work on this week, or that's what's going on this week for you. Next we have Scorpio. Okay, Spirit, what do you have for Scorpio? What would you like them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of? That one really wants to come out. Death in reverse. Four of Pentacles. Two of Wands in reverse. Knight of Swords in reverse. Page of Wands. The Emperor. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Ten of Wands. Two tens. So that talks about coming to an end of something or beginning a new cycle, okay? So you have to make a move, okay? You may feel like there's a lot of burdens, a lot of work that needs to be done. You may be busy at work, or if you're working on something in a relationship or any situation, it just feels a little bit overwhelming, okay? And you're ready for the changes to happen, okay? But you have to make a move. Like, you have to keep, it's a reminder to keep doing the hard work. Even though it feels like it's hard, you have to keep moving. Also, if you're putting in too much work to something that is not for your good, this is another sign that you need to let that go, okay? You need to make those moves and stop allowing yourself to be stuck in this space, okay? So you may be getting rid of a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius and meeting an Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. That's right off the back. I see that. Or that may be in their Venus sign, okay? But I feel like there's an ending coming into your life, but you may be trying to hold on to it, okay? You feel an ending approaching, or something is changing, but you're a little bit resistant to the change, okay? It may have to do with some communication. You're not getting some communication that you really desired, or your thoughts are all over the place, okay? And you're trying to control them, whether you're trying to control it more than going with the flow and then adjusting, okay? If you're dealing with a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, I feel like they may be talking to you recklessly. And they're not letting you go, okay? You're trying to hold on to what it is that you have, and this person just keeps coming in. They could be trying to start something new. There could also be a fire sign in your life, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that you're trying to hold on to, and you're having problems with this Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius coming in because they can't let you go. But for some reason, you haven't told this person. You know, you're not there's someone you're not telling. You're either not telling the person that you're with, or the old person, of what's happening about each other. So I feel like they don't know about each other. If they do, the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius knows about the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but they don't know about each other, okay? So I feel like you haven't quite made a decision. It's very interesting because I feel like you're more into one than the other, but you haven't quite made a decision on where it is that you want to go. You're at the early stages of something new, okay? The early stages of someone new, or just changing your mind on something. It's like your drive, your energy is being put towards something else, which may be this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And there's abundance here. You feel like there's abundance there. You feel like there's happiness and joy. There's something new. There could be lots of sex, okay? Lots of passion. And you really want to hold on to that. That makes you feel good. But inside of you, you still have a little bit of indecision because you still have this lingering here on the side, okay? All right? So it is a lot of burden. Now I get it. It's a lot of burden, and you don't want to deal with getting rid of this person. You don't want to deal with confronting them, but you know that there's a change that needs to be made, okay? Yep. So there definitely is a need for you to make a change here with the Nine of Cups in reverse. Why? Because you're going to get what you want, and then it's going to fall through the cracks because you weren't taking the chances that you were supposed to take. Instead, you're living in this illusion that you can hold on to something and then hold something else to the side or not deal with something, okay? And this is you trying to over control a situation, but not in a good way, okay? So you're not making rules. You're just trying to be the one on top. Not in a negative way. I just feel like I really feel like you don't want to deal with it and that you can get it under control. But with this spread right here on top, I don't think that you can get it under control. I think that it's going to seep through, which is why these cards are coming up and telling you need to make changes, okay? So, Scorpio, let's see what your oracle card is for this week. Entrepreneur and life purpose came up. Okay. Both of these cards talk about where you're going. The entrepreneur talks about you being the leader of your own life. Okay. You're the leader. You're the decision maker. The entrepreneur is the person that makes the decisions. It's like, okay, an entrepreneur starts a business. They do it by themselves. You're self-employed. You do this with all the choices in your life, okay? So you're the leader. You're the go-getter, the decision maker, the builder of what it is that you choose, okay? Life purpose. Life purpose talks about your purpose finding you, okay? So you have to do what's right. You have to live in integrity, and then your purpose will find you. This is the same with people. This is the same with situations. But both of these cards talk about action, okay? You have to do something in order to receive in both of these cards. And that's what your lesson is for this week, okay? So last but not least, we have Pisces. Not sure why that was there. Okay, Spirit, what do you have for Pisces for April 1st through 7th? What would you like them to know, be aware of, or pay attention to at this time? April 1st through 7th for Pisces. Okay. Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, World card in reverse, Two of Pentacles, Knight of Swords in reverse, and the Lover's card. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Nine of Swords in reverse. So your overall energy for this week. You have an opportunity for happiness or something that's coming to change a sad time in your life, right? So spiritually, you're going to be getting yourself together this week, most definitely, and find some sort of happiness in a place where you were sad or you were confused, okay? So that's really, really good. That's a really good week for you. Your cards are very good as well, Pisces. So I feel like you're by yourself right now and trying to balance your emotions, your time, career, maybe family life, okay? But you're just handling your own, you're confident, you're doing what it is that you need to do this week, which is great. There could be someone coming in offering you some affection. This could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or this could be any sign, okay? Now, I feel like while you're balancing, you're having scattered thought about this person that is offering you this love or this affection, okay? I feel like because you've been doing everything on your own, you've been basically standing on your own and just doing your thing, okay? So you have scattered energy about the communication. You may feel as though you need to tell this, you're telling this person, you know, like, I don't have time for you, I don't really want this. But I do feel like they're offering you something and they have good intentions. But the Knight of Cups, you know, it's love, it comes and goes, it's flowy. So they do have the best of intentions, okay? If that is that person. Now, if that is you, you may be offering love to someone else because you feel secure and balanced where you are, okay? Like you're really balancing things out. You feel secure. And there may be someone that you have been dealing with, okay? And the communication's been a little wonky because you have been so busy. But now that you've got things balanced, you do have scattered thoughts and like, you know, I feel like you just kind of go for it and you tell this person, you know, I don't think that things are over between us and I think that we should try again. I do think that they will accept. I do see that. I do see you starting something new and it being very happy. I see that you both are making the decision to be with each other, okay? There may be a problem with distance or seeing each other this week, but that's just for some people. But I do see really that it's not over, okay? I do see that they were waiting on you in their own little way and that they will accept it. Now that you've got everything balanced and now that you're a little bit more spiritually awakened in love than you were before, okay? So it looks like you may have started a new job, okay? Or something came through money-wise that you were waiting on and now you feel more secure where you are because of that. Now, during this, you may have perceived that while you were dealing with money, home situations, a career, that you were being a little bit cold in other aspects of your life. You know that this was out of your hands. And I feel like your companion or partner, whoever it is that you're talking to, knows that it was out of your hands as well. But this is your time to change your perception. And I feel like because you were being cold and not mean, but just kind of distant, that you're trying to change that. You or they may be trying to offer you something. It may not. I feel like you're going to have a moment where you think it's not the right time. But I feel like you're going to know that it's not over. So it's not over for you this week, Pisces. If you have something that you're interested in going into, okay, this is a good starting point because you're doing a lot of spiritual awakeness and getting yourself together. You know, you're cutting your losses. You're cutting your losses and you are starting to feel really good about yourself. And so if you do, something good is going to happen. Okay. So your card is energy work, which is beautiful. So I think Cancer had this as well. So this is about focusing on yourself and what it is that you want. And I feel like now that things are coming together for you this week, you're going to focus on that other aspect that you may have pushed to the side. So that's really, really good. Energy work. This is also my energy work card too. Okay. So thank you so much for listening. If you want a private reading, remember, I'll be more than happy to do that for you. The link's in the description box below. I love you very much, guys. Love and light. Bye-bye.